Minas Tirith, City of Kings.
Let's get building.
Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I am your host Johnny, and here we are working on bag 7 of Minas Tirith. Bag 7 of I don't know how many. There are 18 bags in the first box, and that's all I know. So there are a lot of bags. So we're gonna get started right away here. I've been running around a lot, so just needed that drink real quick. Sorry about that. So we are going to get started here and continue on with what we were doing. As you can see, first 6 bags was the front gate. The front gate looks really cool, along with Shadowfax and Gandalf there in the front. And now we are working on, I believe it's this part of the wall, this section of wall right here. So that is what we are working on now. So we will continue on what we started last week with bag 7. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Trying to get this oriented properly. How is everyone tonight? Hope everyone in the chat is doing well. Did start that? Yes, I did. All right, just making sure. All right. So this bag does not look like there's all that much into it. There is some detailed stuff with like flowers and such. Probably going to be similar to like this stall that we have here with that part. And in fact, it looks like, well, they have it oriented this way. And we're working on this side over here. So that's where we will start. How is everyone tonight? What did you have for dinner? I totally forgot. You know what? I completely forgot to put up a poll because I was running around so much, so my apologies for that. One thing that's kind of neat about building this is seeing how they do the different connection types, which will help me, you know, later on with my own things that I'll be doing at some point. Maybe with Endor, so we'll see. And little vent piece. Kind of interesting whenever they have these vent pieces on like medieval type things. So hope everyone's having a good night. Like I said, my day's been busy, as you can tell, and maybe some of you can tell. I got a haircut, so got that done before I came to stream. Had to have dinner real quick. It's just been one thing after another today. It's been a busy day, but a good day. One of the things that's happening. Hey, good evening. How are you doing? Good to see you. You can see over here a little bit, there's a weird contraption. There's this control thing here. This is something I just got. I don't have all the pieces for it, unfortunately. But we have the International Day of Play happening on Thursday this week. And the whole idea of the International Day of Play is to play, to do, you know, different things. And so at our local mall, hey Bev, good to see you. How are you doing tonight? We're working on this section of wall right here. And so the International Day of Play is all about, you know, different ways to play, playing different things. You know, it's not just sports either. It's anything, you know, that you can come up with. And Lego is one of those things. But it can be any brick type too. So the thing we're doing is at our local mall where our Lego store is, we are taking over the food court area, which we do for International Lego Day, and we are going to have different games and stuff set up for the kids to play with, and adults. I mean, you know, adults being kids. Hello, Missy. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in as always. Hope you guys are having a good evening. What's for dinner tonight? We had chicken sandwiches, and they were really good. They were garlic and herb chicken. Very, very, very tasty. So we're just building up this wall and not doing much else. We're not doing any kind of fun stuff like we did over here. Chicken and rice. There you go. All right. Sounds good. So yeah, the International Day of Play. So the idea of this thing, this contraption over here, I don't have the electronics for it yet. I have the batteries in there. I don't have the wiring and the motors for this. I'm borrowing them Thursday, but hopefully they come in because I ordered them for Bricklink. So the idea of this thing is like, it's got a little control pad that goes north, south, east, west, or left, right, up, down. And that contraption over here slides this way and that way, and you can program it. I was talking about this last week, I think. You can program it. There's 2 memory slots right here, memory 1 and 2, and it'll record your movements as it goes, and then you can run the memory thing and have it draw on a piece of paper what you just did. So you can make it draw something completely different, or you can have it, do something that you've already done before, and I think it'd be fun to have, kids try out programming something. This is old school, Lego's first attempt at doing, what they do with Mindstorms and stuff now. So I saw this and they had it, the person had it available, and I was like, this is awesome. I would like to have this. And they very graciously had lowered the price of it because I'm missing the electronics and had to buy those separately. Incidentally, if you buy it new, go in there? Yes, it goes. Incidentally, if you buy it new, like new in the box, it's like $400, something like that on eBay, which is nuts. I paid nowhere near that, which is good. So hopefully I'm able to get it working so kids can enjoy it, play around with it, and have some fun. So we'll see. And if I'm able to, on Thursday, I'll stream a little bit of it, working and running around and doing a program. I mean, like, we're not going to do anything complex with it. We'll do like little boxes or smiley faces or whatever. But, whatever we can come up with. I'm sure someone that has drawing ability with computers would be able to take it and be like, oh, I know what I can do with this. But that would not be me. So how is everyone tonight? What's everyone up to? How's the weather for you guys? Missy and Bev, I know it's supposed to be getting bad in the Midwest again, like for the next 3 days. I know Kansas has had a bunch of stuff going on. Yeah, so hopefully everything's good for you guys right now. Oh, that tucks in there. That's tough to get in, but we got it. Very good. All right. All right, now we go to the back side and we get to put in detail stuff. So let's do that. Hello from Quebec. Hello, Roxanne. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that. What are you having for dinner? What did you have for dinner? It's 89, feels like 96. Yes, it is very humid here. It is not quite that temperature, but it is definitely very humid here as well. So I feel ya. And I did not get to do a poll like I said. Normally I do, but I was running around too much. But the question would have, you know what? I'll just save it for next time. Came up with I think a good one. Maybe one I did before, but it's alright. Yep, I agree. Yep, I had 2 sandwiches. I had 2 chicken sandwiches. They were delicious, and that's it. Cat hair, cat hair. Thought I got rid of it. So we got some smooth pieces here that go underneath. Oh, we're making a table. That's kind of neat. Like a stall type thing. Yeah, it's really humid. I spent 2 days cutting grass because I use an electric lawnmower. It's got 2 big batteries in it, and the heat just sucks the energy from the batteries. Right, so we got a little table. Go. Let's make some columns while we're at it. So this is reminiscent, so if you, I don't know if you saw the intro video or not. I'll play it again at the end, but in the intro video, Gandalf rides through, well, he rides through all of Minas Tirith, one of those 2, in order to get to the top, because you have to. The way it's designed is it zigzags back and forth all the way up to the top. That way there's no easy way, like any invading army would have to go all the way through the city before you could get to the top. So as he's riding through, there's like stalls, there's, you know, people are selling things and stuff. So that's what this is designed to do, is we're making like little areas where they were, you know, selling things. So make a little torch thingy. Go, little torch. That one. Again, these arches are kind of funny because until you get everything and solidify them, they tend to not meet in the middle properly. A little plant on it. Yeah, it's the White City. It's the City of Kings. It is a beautiful city, and I think Peter Jackson did a really good job of making it be like what you would picture it to be based on the books. And I'm sure Tolkien, with his eye for detail, I'm sure he had things written, or I mean like sketches done and things like that of what he pictured it to be like. And I don't know if those are online or not. It's not something I've looked up before, but it would be cool would have been neat to be in that tavern in Oxford when he and C.S. Lewis would talk to each other about their different things and stuff. Sunburn? No. So I'm playing around. So this camera is different than this camera. So my main camera here, it does a white balancing and stuff. So my hands, arms look, I mean, they look tan like they should. This camera doesn't do white balancing very well. So I tried to put in some color, but it makes me look a little bit red. So no, it is not. It is not sunburn. I actually don't sunburn very well. I tend to tan, so that's a benefit for me. But yeah, I'm trying to adjust, and it's goofy. It's goofy how it does it sometimes, but otherwise it makes me look like very bright, and it's just the difference in the cameras and the light. Anytime you move the camera, it changes that. It's really goofy how video does things. Oh, we're gonna make these things all along. So we're gonna do this a whole bunch of times. We're gonna be doing this same thing. But that's understandable in a set like this. Yeah, no, I'm not sunburned. Thank you for asking. Alright, where's the last one? There it is. Alright, so we're doing that. Now we got to do, so let's move this aside. We got to do 4 of these again. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, because if you look at my hands on the like, it looks, you know, it looks kind of off color or whatever. You can tell there's a little bit of tan, but it's not as good as this camera is just the main camera is just a better camera, and so it does the coloring much better. And we had we had the heat turned up a little bit in here. Not the heat turned up, but we had the air off for a little bit. So I turned it back on because after my running around, I'm a little bit sweaty. So working on cooling down the room, but I definitely feel it. Okay. I did. 73. Well, it'll get there. It's not there yet. A ring light. Yeah, I have one. It doesn't work with this rig, but I know people use them. It's just not worked for me. But even still, even with the ring light, this part would still be fine. This part would not be, because that's just a regular webcam, so it would not work very well. It's something that I gotta try and experiment with again in the future, and figure out a better way to kind of blend it all together. I just do too much, so I haven't had time to do it. Maybe on one of the Saturday streams while we're watching cartoons, I'll experiment, play around with it. Well, I actually had, it wasn't a ring light. I actually had a light that I got from an auction that was not quite a ring. But it was movable. It was movable 6 sections that could like go back in on each other and stuff, and that was complicated. It was not the best. So this works for now. All right, so we have our little. I think this is a water fountain actually, because of the way it comes down. It's like water coming out up there into the little cistern, the little bowl thing. And we got a torch and a leaf, and now we're gonna add. Oh, oh, this is a cool tree. So we're building it upside down, but we're gonna put it in right side up. That's kind of interesting. That goes on top, and one more goes on top, and this goes on there, and then this goes upside down, and then we flip it upside down. So there we go. So there's our little plant thing. It is past 8, and I am building. If you can't tell this is building, then I don't know what is. I don't know how to help you. How you doing, Axel? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, that's good. I never even thought about doing this. So these little they're 3-prong, essentially like little stems, but they can fit a flower on there, like a flower thing. So, neat way to do it. Wow, I got a lot of extra pieces, so that's cool. We are on to bag 8, and it looks like we are going to do our first Soldier of Gondor. We didn't have any character for bag 7, but there we go. Cool. Okay. But we have our first Gondor soldier, Gondorian soldier, soldier of. I don't know what the proper terminology. Oh, that's a cool helmet. I think these are new for the set. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And we got shiny armor. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, and the cool... So these shields are really neat, too. Actually, the whole soldier looks great. Let's do this. Put these pieces here. Put that shield. There it is. Hey Ben, how you doing? We are building our first... So we just finished bag 7. We're on to bag 8. Our first Gondor soldier. So this is cool because, like, he's got, like, the chest printing, the leg printing. It's not all the way around, but he does have some in the back. And then this has printing on it as well. So that goes on top. And then we have our head. So we're going to make him be determined. And then the helmet looks really cool. It looks really, really, really good. Oh, is that what it... Oh, that's right. That's right. And then, so we got to turn his hand so he can fit the shield. The shield has the tree. Yes, the shield has the tree. There we go. The white tree. And then he needs his sword, wherever that is hiding. Where is your sword, dude? Or does he have a... Oh, he has a spear. Okay, he has a spear. Yeah. He looks pretty cool. I like how that turned out. Alright, so we got our first soldier of Gondor. So he's going to go up here for right now. Simply because we're building over here, so... Alright, so let's continue on. Two of those. How are you doing tonight, Ben? Did you eat anything yet? Probably not. You're waiting for Beth, right? I bet you. By the way, how is Beth? I don't know if there's anything you can or cannot say about, you know, what she was dealing with Sunday or whatever, but I hope she's doing well. Prayers were with you guys whenever I saw the little announcement. Oh! Was that unexpected? That seems like one of those things that normally you plan for. Soup for dinner. I guess that's what you have to do, huh? Did I sort already? When it comes to a build like this, I actually sort some of the bigger pieces out of the way. See, like this big piece? There. I sorted. So I sorted, now I'm building. What goes there? All right. Little unexpected. Friday. Oh yeah. That's actually, yeah, pretty quick and not something you want to wait around with. This is a really cool design of this little thing. And where's my other 1x1? Go over there. Another 1x1 brick. I do not see it. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. Always is. Always is right in front of me. Right? A whole bunch of windows. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, if it's like all of a sudden, ooh, gotta take the gallbladder out, that would definitely answer some questions of like, why was I feeling this way? Totally. So I'm glad it got done and everything is good. Hope she enjoys soup. Hope you both enjoy soup for a little while. Yeah, the build, this thing is looking, it's already looking pretty impressive. I like the detail they have in it. So that's a neat little tower thing that's going in over here. I'm betting we'll do another one on the other side. But time will tell as far as that goes. So Ben, do you see this over here, this controller? Give me your thoughts on that if you know what it is or if you've seen it before. And also the build that's behind it that I did the other day. I didn't do it on stream, but I put it together with what I had. Come on, go on there. There we go. Wait. And, ooh. Some interesting building techniques going on here, which I am liking. So that is actually a Technic controller. That is the first Technic controller that they ever came up with, and I don't think they ever did it again. It's got directional, it's got memory slots to pick from, and the idea is to use that to, well, in this case, what I have it designed for is to draw. We're going to be doing International Day of Play at the mall this Thursday, and you know, part of play is, you know, drawing or whatever, so we're going to use Lego to draw. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So I'm excited for that. I don't have the motors, unfortunately, so I cannot make it work, but I have motors coming, both from Bricklink, and people are letting me borrow the motors and the wires. So we will get to try it out and test it on Thursday. So it'll be kind of like, all right, fly by the seat of your pants and go. Look at that. That is a really cool little tower. That is neat how they did that. All right, so now we're doing this whole, now we're working on this whole thing. We're putting in little pieces. One of these goofy things. It's got like a little hook on it. It goes right here in the middle. Oh, and this goes there. And this goes here to cover that. So yeah, it's designed to be something that you can do. Like, it's got 4 different things that you can turn that into. So what I have it turned into now is a thing that goes like this and backwards and forwards. So you can draw with that directional thing. And then it also has like a robotic arm you could do for drawing. You could turn it into a claw if you wanted to. And it also has like a one-wheel type thing where it'll like spin around and like make little designs and things. And then the last thing is like a big crane that like you would see on like a construction site or whatever. That's the 4th design. So that book, you can do all 4 designs in it that I have. So pretty neat. Yeah, I can't wait. It's probably gonna fail when we first start it. It's gonna be a learning curve, but that's okay. This is really good techniques for the angles here, what we're using to make them work out and be solid. Like no holes, no gaps. Ooh, so we're gonna do, all right, so back to the front. we gotta finish our side tower here. We're gonna do this 2 times. This is gonna be pretty. So white. And that goes there. No, we're supposed to do this from the back side, which is weird, but yeah. Oh well, I moved it over so we could see how it goes on. Make sure it's pushed on there right. Do the other one. The White City built into the mountain. That Gandalf rides through. Oop. Alright, so that does leave a gap, so that begs the question, what do we fill this with? So, let's see, what's next? Ah, there we go. Our gap filler. So we have 12, count them, 12 of these little flower things to put on here. That's funny. Count them, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's Sesame Street, everybody. Do 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 do. So I won't have time this Saturday. We got a car cruise and a huge, what they call Garrison Days here. It's the Father's Day car cruise. It's kind of the opening of cruise season with this car cruise, like for the entire area. And I haven't been able to go to it for the last few years because... See ya, Ben! Thanks for tuning in, as always. I haven't been able to go to this car cruise because we're always in Florida, usually the beginning of June. So... Garrison Days and the car cruise will be happening. Oh, wait, I did that. Did I do that the right one? I did not. I did the long one. Oops. Oh. Not starting over. Nope, nope. No one saw that. Straight. There we go. This will be going here in the middle. I got some arms over here. I have another part that we're gonna be pulling or something like that. Not sure. Find out, I guess. And we'll be repeating this same thing on the other side. Not exactly, but enough that it's like, we've done this before. That's what happens whenever you have something this huge. That's probably the top. Yeah? Oh, look at that. That looks cool. I am patient. I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I can build. I don't know. I enjoy it. It's a challenge. I guess it does require patience of a sort. So. Well, this is interesting because I see where it's going into. There's a little pokey in here. It's right in between there. And this is going to fit right in there. And it's like, that's all. Yeah, get down there. There we go. But that fits nicely once it's in there. Look at that. There's our tower, looking really cool. All right, back to the back. Our soldiers chilling there. And I mean, I don't know. I don't see it as needing to be patient to do some stuff, but sometimes I guess you do need it. Oh, I wasn't supposed to put that in there yet, but that's all right. So, there we go. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So now we have that down. We put this here. Interesting. I'm gonna zoom this down a little bit so you can see a little better. Alright, we got our lamp. Oh, that's what one of the arms is for. So we have a lamp. I love lamp. That goes on here. Question is, does it go up high? Yeah, it does. Wait. There's our loop. There's our little lamp. Oh, and we got a little flame. Goes right here in the middle. Little brazier. Brazier? It's not a brazier, it's a brazier. I don't know how to say that. Go. Alright, now we get to make a little apparatus. Not sure what it is, but we are going to build it separately right here. So what's everyone working on? Is there anyone else building, getting ready? I know Missy and Bev they've got their own stuff they've got to work on for Brick Rodeo. That's like mid-July though, right? Isn't that mid-July? End of June, mid-July, something like that, right? Oh, that's how it's built. I thought that was a cat hair. It is not. Take out the bricks a little bit. End of July. Oh, okay. Your mocks are done? Alright, that's awesome. Gonna help me build some trees for indoor? Nope, goes the other way. Of course it does. Oh, nice. Jeez, you guys are like ahead of the game. All right. Rocks are all done. So what do you build? So what are you guys building then, or like, do you build anything? Since your mocks for the event you're going to is all done. Oh, we got 3 more of these things we gotta build. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this coming Saturday, I will not have time because of the car cruise and the craft show. But the following Saturday, before I actually leave on vacation, should have time to do a little Saturday stream and watch some cartoons. I'm thinking I will be working on, because I want to try, it's not always going to happen, but I want to try to theme it. So I'm thinking of working on the Friends theater that I got and turning it into the Muppet theater, because we have the Muppet characters. And so because of that, we'll watch some Muppet Babies. And then whenever I do some Endor mocks, we'll watch some of the Ewoks cartoon. But yeah, got things planned for the future. Underwater scene, a winter scene with a campfire. Oh, that's cool. Snowball fight. So is the snowball fight something that actually, like, does it actually function and like you can see it, or is it like it's just, you know, just the scene, nothing mechanical? No. Oh, and we got a little fire down below. Fire everywhere. This is what happens in Denethor. He gets on fire. Well, he sets himself on fire. Just visual. Okay. Cool. Not everything needs to be motorized. I like to do that sort of thing. That's just the scene is awesome. Alright, so this goes on this side right here. Oh, that's cool. Fitting right next to... Oh, yeah. And now this is a cool way to do angles. So if you're ever thinking of doing a building with like angles, using a hinge piece to get the proper angle is a really cool way to do it. Oh, there we go. We are at 8:44. So we're getting closer to the 0 hour. Finally. Still going though. Someday we'll get there. Someday. That should be there. We've got that. Oh, that bridges nicely. That all fits together very nicely. Nice snaps. And oh, all right. So we are putting together the wall slowly. Pumpkin mosaic. I already did on my birds. Oh yeah, I saw some of those. Yeah. And all the steampunk stuff. Oh, nice. That's gonna be cool. Ah, my chicken fell down. So let us build the wall. So we've got our hinges in here, right down here at the bottom. That's what these go on. And they snap nicely. Like, this is easy to take apart. Like, but it snaps nice enough that it stays together. There we go. That's part of the wall of Gondor. So now we got to do the other section of the wall, which that'll be the rest. So move that away. Here. Yeah. Perfect. This will be kind of more of the same of what we just did. It is kind of cool. I don't know if you can tell, but you can see like the little areas where it's been hit, you know, by rocks or whatever, where the wall is falling apart. It's kind of neat that they do that. All right, look, Axel, I'm sorting big plates over there, out of the way. There we go. Create our angles. A little pattern too. Just like there's a pattern that's behind the gate. Alright, put that down. Do the next little wings part. Put that on backwards. Why not? Why not, right? Like I said, this will be very... I could have, like, found the bag and just done it, you know, together, so to speak. Almost. This is the same. Go. Here's your little like bow tie type thing. I still gotta work. See the hue. If I make the hue here so like this kind of fades, then it like makes the red look more pink. I don't know. It does weird things. Brightness. I gotta play around with the colors a little bit more. Not so much the color, it's the hue, what they call hue saturation. Go. Now we'll do the other side, exactly the same, just opposite. So Missy, it sounds like your stuff is kind of more like fall themed. Like with your campfire and your pumpkin patch and stuff like that. Our heart. Put our heart in. Putting our heart into this build. Those angles are so good though. It wasn't planned that way. Hey, you know what? Sometimes those are the best. Is like to quote character from a 80s show. I love it when a plan comes together. And I think sometimes those are the best whenever, like, an unplanned thing like that happens, where it's like, oh, these are all kind of themed. I didn't plan it that way. But it just, the naturalness of it works out. It's kind of cool that way. All right, upside down heart. Nose out. Put these in the right spot, I hope. Hope, hope, hope. They do a good job of putting these things, like, just, like, making it all kind of work out. The angles are just really, really good. Two cheese slopes. I think we'll get the wall finished tonight. I think. If I keep pace, I think we'll get the wall finished. But we will find out. We will all find out together. Sounds like the guinea pigs are hungry. Of course they are. They're always hungry. Okay, everything looks good. Nope, I need the longer one. Thought I was gonna get away with that, but nope. Again, using these angle pieces allows everything so you can cover up the gaps on these angles, which, again, something that is useful that I need to know for the future for other builds I'm going to do. And this, again, is to allow it to go into the wall. far. We're almost done with bag 9. Almost. Okay. You're building banana... Wait, what? You're building banana pudding? How does one build banana pudding? I'm very curious about that. Like I really, really want to know how you build banana pudding. And bag number 9 is almost done. There we go. Whoops. I did not have that piece on. There we go. Snap, snap, grin, grin, wink, wink. Say no more. Bag 9 is done. On to bag number 10. And of course, this is starting to get a little bit big, but this is kind of where we started today with bag number 7, doing the hinges here. So, oop, there's a piece in there hiding. To move some of these pieces out of the way, because with this, I mean, moving it and rotating it around and stuff is going to be a little bit tricky. I'm going to different window than we have on the other side. Right here. So facing this way, yes. Okay. And there it is. So this is a little bit different than what we did the past one, which is nice. I like, because it is going to be the same essentially wall on either side. But it is nice whenever they change things up and they're like, you know what, we already did this. Let's alter it a little bit. Ooh, we got some swords. Look at that. Got some swords in here that we're going to be putting down. Probably going to be in a bucket or something like that. That was so random. No, it was funny. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Can you show me? Show me how you make... I want to know how you build banana pudding. Stacked banana pudding? Oh, okay. So are you stacking banana pudding? Like banana pudding, cookie, like you're layering it? Is that what you're doing? Because that's building. That's definitely building. That was great. You don't have to be sorry for that. That was a fantastic line. I'm gonna use that. Like, what are you doing? Well, right now I'm building banana pudding. That is so great. Yeah, now I want banana pudding. Alright, building our wall. First part of it anyway, first side. Brick, brick, brick. That was actually the best line. Building banana pudding. Alright, there is one of these. And it's an upside down-ish piece. And finding it amongst all this other stuff. This other bric-a-brac. Challenge! This is where the patience comes in. There it is. This wall is going up faster than the other ones did, which is kind of funny, but... Another 3386. We're gonna be ecstatic for the 3386 piece. I was actually talking with the barber, the person that was cutting my hair, and we were just talking about what we were doing, and she was like, "What are you up to the rest of the afternoon?" I said, "Oh, or the rest of the evening." I said, "Well, I'm gonna be streaming." She's like, "What do you stream?" I said, "Lego building." She's like, "My son just got a whole bunch of Lego stuff," and I was like, so I asked her, I said, "What are you doing Thursday?" She said, "Well, we're kind of looking for something to do because I'm off. And we're looking for something to take my son to or whatever." And I said, "So, International Day of Play is happening at Ross Park Mall. We're going to have Lego things set up and Lego brick you can play with and stuff." And she was like, "That sounds like fun. We will probably go to that." There will be one person that's going though. Layers, but I took you to Dollars and forgot that it started where it left. Yeah, so what they were about. Hey, that works. So it did make sense, though. It did make sense. You are building banana pudding, or we're building. So yeah, that's hilarious that your phone did that to you. But it works. Yeah. This is an interesting little thing that we're building. Oh, we got a little statue dude. There's two statue dudes in the doors. Make sure he's facing forward. Statue dude. That's still the best answer, though. Banana pudding will always be the best answer. And this is a cool build technique for doing... So essentially framing... you can be framing anything. But I've seen similar things that they've done this, like, for, like, bookshelves and things. But, like, it's a way to, like, enclose the thing using snot bricks and these little hinge things in order to give it a little bit of depth and uniqueness to what it is going to be. A little statue friend is in there, and then that adds in with this part here, the temple piece. Arch, and it's an arch piece, I guess it is. Yeah, that looks cool. There you go. That works out nicely. Now we gotta do the middle. Another 3386 with a little ornamental thing. That's what's awesome, I think, really good about Lego builds is they know how to do detail. I tend to miss details and stuff like that whenever I'm building, and then as I see stuff like this, see, look at that, it makes a perfect little arch thing right there. I tend to miss details like this when I'm doing stuff, and then, you know, whenever I see it in things like this, it's like, oh, I can do something like that. All right, we got words. Let's read the words. Although the spear is the weapon of choice for most soldiers of Gondor, they are also fierce sword fighters. So what we're doing here is we've got our little sword rack that we are creating. But yeah, so they are spear wielders simply because of their... I guess it's easier with horses. Like, you can use them as lances or whatever. There we go. Sword rack. Oh, and another flowering plant. The plant, the plant. Another flowering plant. Little tiny plant. See, and this is actually minifig scale. Like, the whole outer wall, this whole wall, even though it's supposed to be like 20 times higher, it is minifig scale. So it works as far as that goes. But like other parts of this will be micro scale. Torch. Ooh, this is an interesting way. So this will be cool. So we're gonna build some stairs now that go here. But the way we're building them is really, really, really different. We're building them sideways. Yeah, with no holes. This is interesting. This is how we're building our stairs. It's gonna go like this. Sideways. So we're building it like this. And one more. I've never seen stairs done like this before, so this is cool. Make it so it's nice and smooth. And there's one more. Where's your triangle piece? There it is. Look at how cool that looks, though. So it's built sideways. And it becomes stairs. That looks really cool. That is a neat design for stairs. I'm going to have to use that myself now. And it goes perfectly with these snot brick pieces that are here. Look at that. That is cool. That is cool stairs. I like that. Very unique. I have to remember that. Alright, now, I know we're going to build another wall that has all the thingies on it, so that's going to be coming. Don't fret, it is coming. Another one of our little column things. Decide where the tower will be, because there will be another tower just like this on this one. So now we flip it around so we can open these things. Okay. And now we're doing our famous pieces. So, just a wall. This is interesting because this wall gets put together like this. The other one is done separately. It's kind of interesting. I don't think it's the height. I think they're all the same height. So it's kind of interesting that they do it this way. And putting these. Okay. Now we do this again. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eventually, we won't have to do this anymore because I don't think it's anywhere else on here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can do these in my sleep now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm doing it with my eyes closed. How about that? Well, I'll do one of them with my eyes closed, but it's not hard to do. No, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Yay, that was easy enough. Little challenge for myself. These definitely go back. These definitely go together quicker than they did the first time. No, Pixie, you cannot come up here. There's too much stuff. Too much. My cat Pixie is hiding over here, or not hiding, she's sniffing around. She's like, hey, I want to come up. She's looking at me like, can I? And I'm saying no. No. Pixie's like, but I. No. Can I? No. Please. On there. And now we build the tower part, and that'll be it for this bag. We'll be on to bag 11, I believe. I was like, did I miss? Oh, I put those together without even going to the instruction part, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm ahead somehow. So me going ahead of the game. There, and last piece. It's funny, the last piece is just a hinge. Just a little hinge. Goes on here. Keeps it there together. We have one extra. Moving on to bag number 11. Alright, so we're definitely... So there were 18 bags in this box. We're... we have to go this way. Backwards. 18 bags, so we're over halfway. Ooh, we got some more blue. Translucent blue, so we're gonna have some more water. I always like whenever we do the water thing. Little water features. Now I need a drink. Alrighty. Drink has been received. Moving on. Oh, yep. Yep. Your doggy needs a stroll. Oops. I'm assuming that that's like around the same time every night. Like the doggy needs to go. Needs its walkies. It's the routine. It's interesting. Sometimes they show the whole wall, and then sometimes they just show the part that you're working on, and it's like, well, if you're not going to do anything with the rest, why are you showing it? Yeah. I'm not the one that made the directions. After dinner every night. Nice. Little routine. Oh, I bet you that's where the water goes. There's a little... one of these little things. It's got like a little hook in it. There's an end here. Oops. Did not want to stay up. Now here's the interesting thing too. Is all this white brick here. So white, the discoloration could be interesting over time. I'm just thinking about that. Unique little break in the wall here. Goes back here. This week is short ones because she was. Oh yeah. Probably does not feel like walking all that much, I bet. But walks are still good. Exercise is always good. I'm curious what that hole in the wall looks like. We did like 2 sections of it. Once we finish this part of the wall, I'll turn it around and see what it looks like. I think it's a bigger hole on this side. Oh, it's just a double. That's kind of interesting how it's like a double hit type thing. And there's a couple little spots here. Nothing too bad. They're not attacking that part of the wall. Everyone's having a good night. We are working on bag 11 of, well, for the first box, 18. So there's 18 bags in the first box for Minas Tirith. And then from there, box 2. Who knows how many are in there? I'll have to sort those bags when I get to it. just fits in there perfectly. It's like they designed it that way. How about that? Hope everyone's having a good night. Oops. Now I'm just tossing pieces. Figure like, yeah, they're gonna go over there somewhere. I think that goes right in the middle. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it does. It lines up that way. Yeah, we're going to put on another hinge piece. We're going to put on another hanging for a torch. Or a lantern will stick out of here just like on the other side. Put our other hinge on. The whinging hingy. So this is going to be very similar to what we just did with the whole, tower thing here. I mean, it may be a little different. We may have like the tower be wounded some, or so we'll find out as we put the pieces on. All right, let's flip it. It is definitely built a little bit different than the previous one. Vent pieces. Shadow facts, good stuff. If you need to send a fax when you're in Gondor, use shadow fax. Because it's fast. And also, think of the horses. So. Yep, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the last time I think that we're doing these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, it won't be the last time because we'll have to do them on the tower also, the little front tower, but there won't be as many. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. First one. Again, rinse, repeat. That's kind of like what some of these things are. But whenever you have the same, I think it's funny too. Like you figure like medieval castles and stuff. They did the same thing all the way around, but they worked. Like if you think about it, this is a good place to have like people be protected, but also be able to look out and be able to shoot arrows or whatever. Pretty neat, though. Look at that. Did 4 of them that quick. no. Nope, those would be for the tower. Which we're gonna do... Not quite yet. Oh, no, we are. Yep, this is the tower. Part of it. No, this will be the end tower, I think, is what we're gonna do next. So there's the end tower that's gonna have 3, and then this will have 2 on it, I think. Think. I did not put those together at all. Holy cow. Must be getting tired. It was a long day. It was a long day. Again, like I said, we've seen this before. You can take a nap when I do this part. Where? There it is. It's like I know it's here. I know it's here. Towers do look cool though. All right, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Cool down to 85 feels like night. so not much different, but enough, right? Because the sun is down for you guys, right? We're pretty close to down. I would assume it's not for you guys. It's not quite 9. So the sun is probably still, like, you can see, like, traces of it. Slight hot breeze. Hot breezes are no fun. Even slight. In the middle. Oof. That's all right. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? How are you? In our little fire, little tiny brazier. No, a brazier is a woman's thing, right? And a brazier is the fire thing, right? That's a brazier, right? I believe I'm getting that right. A brazier is a thing a woman wears, right? I believe that's correct. There's a little tower right there, fits in nicely. Oh, we gotta go back here. Little connectors. I do like the idea of using these hinges to make it so like everything is linked together. Definitely something I'm going to definitely something I'm gonna have to use in the future. Put that on first, but that's all right. That worked. And this is different, whatever we're putting on up here. Ooh, we get to build a separate... Oh, this is the water... Oh, this is like... I wonder if it's like a thing where they're trying to, like... They might use it to drown people? I don't know. This is our water. Or maybe it's just like a reflecting pool type thing. Oh, this is cool. So we're going to use... So we have our reflecting pool or whatever it is, and then you put, whoops, put this on this side. Again, details. This on this side, they fit together, and it looks like a little pool. Oh yeah, so this goes right under here, which is what this is. So there's like a little fountain thing here. All right, we're gonna make another fancy tree. Two of those. Little pokey on the bottom and flip it over. And that is it. We're on to bag 12 and another Soldier of Gondor we get to build. All right. And we'll finish up this whole thing, it looks like, and then we'll be good. As far as the wall goes, the front wall should be almost complete. I see what we're doing here. We got another little tower to build for this side. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Hold on. Need to hold my breath and swallow 4 times, or 5 times. There we go. Hiccups gone. Could be gone anyway. Alright, so soldier number 2 probably is going to look exactly like soldier number 1. Oh no, his face is a little different. He's like really upset. And then he's got like a grin. He's like, hey! So we're going to have the grin. His armor. He's all excited and ready for whatever's coming his way. Good dude. So we'll put him like right. Well, no, we'll put him on the step. There, he's gonna be like guarding the steps. No one's allowed up those steps. Those steps are his. You cannot go up those steps. He will fight you. He will fight you for those steps. And it looks like we got another rack that we're building. That's gonna have like spears. Yeah, this is a spear rack because I see. Oh no, swords too. All right. This is a much bigger rack. both swords and spears. Right? Yep. So 2 spears and 2 swords. Alright, there we go. Goes beside our pool. Watcher. Yeah. Spear rack. Spear and sword rack, sorry. Keep saying that. Nice. So now we got... I don't know why they needed 2 steps to show this. They're like, this is step 1. Step 2, put this on. They could have made this 1 step. Alright, 5 of these. So 1, 2, 5 barrels. 4, 5. We're at 937. We should be able to get through this bag and at least 1 more bag. Oh, and they're showing you that the darker, so there's 2, we got darker and we have lighter of these pokey things. We're supposed to use the darker ones for these braziers. There's 1 and the darker one for the other one. And that goes on this side. Now that makes sense if you're only using 1. Okay, so this goes... Ah! Lost a sword. Fill out. What are you thinking, Mr. Sword? Get back in there. Does not want to clip in there. What the heck? There we go. Okay. Go. Oh man, lots of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't say anything to that. It's not a thing anymore anyway. No one says that anymore. Ah! Went into the water. Taking a bath. Oh, more. Oh no, these ones aren't windows. These are. Nope, goes in the middle. Of course it's there. There we go. Now this is interesting too, the way this is designed. But look at that. It looks really cool. Using those 8 pieces to throw in there. That is really neat. 3, 4. This is another interesting techniques to make this tower. And now we make the actual tower part. Window goes on the inside. I guess it doesn't matter. They both have holes on each side. Heh, these are cool. So these are upside down Technic pieces with little pokey things in them. Make like a good little column. Also looks like they could be like a pill thing or something. Like a little, ooh, this actually, that would be cool. Like, this would be like a, looks kind of like a capsule, like an energy thing. That would be neat. I have to remember that. Not sure what for, but I'll have to remember that for something. Alright, set that aside. One, two, three, four. Very interesting techniques for this tower thing that we were building here. Or is it like a bell tower thing? It looks like it might be a bell tower thing. It might be like what this thing is here. That goes, yeah, I bet you it is. Because it fits right on there. And then you got like the little bell hanging out in there. Pretty flower. This goes right on top of our tower. Oh, that's a cool tower. I like that tower. Alright. Let's build our outer tower here. Do this twice. We've done this before. Right down at the bottom. That's very interesting. Go. There's one. For some reason they want you to build this part backwards. That's odd, but I guess they just don't want to show you flipping. They don't want to show it flipping the model around just to put those on, because you kind of get an idea where they're at. You know where they're going. Just kind of weird. Now we build all the flowers. All the flowers. 1, 2, 3. Interesting they use flowers, but if they're using the flowers in other parts, then they're going to reuse them for this kind of stuff, because that helps them reduce the amount of parts they're putting into a bag, which is another reason why they build things the way they do, which makes sense. This is going to be built a little differently than the previous one. We're going to finish this and then we will do the next part just because why not? Again, we're gonna put the little arm thingy in, and then oh no, we gotta put a flower in. Goes right through here. Sort of. Come on, get in the hole. Your pokey is right there. There it goes. Alright, just gonna hit everything a little bit. There we go. One more bag after this. Can you hang with me? You guys think you can? Not even sure what's in the next bag because the wall is going to be, this part of the wall is going to be done. This little doohickey goes here. I don't think anything goes in there though. It's not showing anything. That goes there. Snap, snap. Now we do our lantern. Do the other one. And then the little mini brazier. And that is that. There we go, lantern. It's a bigger brazier than the other ones. There we go. Yep, and we're gonna put it together. This will be the full wall. This thing's huge. And then we're on to book 2. All right. Well, yeah, there is 2 books. So let's put this together. And this will have to be moved because there is no way it's gonna all fit. There we go. Look at that. There's our Shadowfax is wanting to run. Okay, there, dude. No, but that's okay. There we go. So there's the full wall. Actually, here, let's turn these guys around. One Gondor soldier. And this guy, he's over here. Taking a look at things. Actually, I do kind of have a spot for it. But... all right. Book number 2. The Hall of Kings is what it talks about because that is what you build is the Hall of Kings, but we gotta start with the bottom part. So let's slide this over here, and actually this will fit nicely just to the side here. Here we go. It is. I mean, like that wall just looks really cool. But what are we on? 13. We'll get I think we'll get bag 13 done because this is all going to be base stuff. You know, it's not going to be a lot of detail. This is building what the rest is going to be sitting on. So it is beautiful. It is the gleaming white city on a hill. Well, it is built into the hill, I guess. And we're going to need those. Okay. This is actually not much as far as like pieces. I mean, like this is not much at all actually. I'll be able to get through 2 of these. Simply because when you're building a base, which is what this is the base of the thing. Typically, it's not pretty, it's not all that great, and there's not much to it. Someone's calling that they made it too white. What do you think? That's a weird comment to make about this because that's the color it is. But like, I can kind of see what they sort of mean. But like, there's enough. So like, you can see the breaks in the wall, like where they've put in like even the profile bricks and stuff like that. I think that breaks it up enough that they were able to keep it white, and I think it looks fine. So that's my opinion. I think it looks good. It's supposed to be white. Again, you look in the movie, it's white. So I don't think it's too late. That's like saying Sauron's tower. No, I know Sauron's tower has like some gray in it and stuff, and the lava around and stuff. But that's like saying Sauron's tower is too black. I mean, but again, that's just my opinion. I think it looks fine. It's not. I don't think it's overly white. It looks white enough. Oh, I gotta get one of these big pieces out of here. I don't think I've opened this one yet. Nope. These are like the specialty pieces. Nope. Yeah, I think it's, absolutely. I think it's fine. And again, we'll see more as, like, it gets filled out and as we start. But, like, throughout, there's, like, these green pieces, there's grays. I mean, like, I definitely don't think, and again, that's just from what I'm seeing now, I don't think it's overly white. Nope, we get another one of those big pieces. Oh man, this is going to be huge. Like really, seriously, this is... Like I was saying before, this thing is very heavy. About 30 pounds, all total, so it is quite sizable of a thing. This is interesting too, because this is how things are going to connect up. We got Technic pieces here. Go all the way across. This is also something too. If you're making a very large structure like this, like seeing how you build support underneath it so that, like, again, you wouldn't use this exact thing for something that you're doing necessarily, but it gives you kind of an idea of like, hey, that makes sense. That is smart. And, oh, we're going to use a lot of those plates too. How does that go? I feel like I have an extra. No, that goes in there. That's fine. 1, 2. Aha! I was like, I know there's one that's missing. Alright, let's get these couple plates, and then we got 3 more to put on. Yeah, we'll go a little bit over. We'll do one more bag. go. So that's just more of the same thing, more of the base. It's all about that base. No rebels. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Pack 14. And it's more base stuff. There is some detail, but that's right. We can make it happen. We're on a roll. Why not? Not a hamburger roll, just a regular roll. I guess a hamburger roll would be considered a regular roll, right? Get these panels over here, just so they're out of the way. Ooh, that's a lot of flat pieces. Oh, you know what though? This is gonna be like, this is the back over here. This will be more the front, I think, because of the pieces that can come off. So this will be the back where they're gonna have like the throne room and the throne and everything. So that's it. One piece. That was that instruction. All right, now we're gonna build something else, something completely different. All right, how do you go on? This is interesting. All right, so right like that. All right, there we go. Interesting. So yeah, this is the back. This is how far this extends. So it goes back here. Right like that. This won't take too long to do. There's a lot of just, it's a lot of just easy pieces to lay down and just paying attention to what is. Green. It's always nice to have a little greenery. Okay, everything else looks good. Get all those. So we are almost done for the night. Whole bunch of pieces. If anyone needs to leave, you know, definitely go for it. I mean, don't have to stay on my account, but I appreciate anyone that does. We finish this up for the night. Panels are probably going to go on last. I think that's everything on that one. Now we're going to start layering things. Oh, this is interesting. There, right there. I think that's everything there. Do, 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 do. Yep, looks like it. That's solid. Of course, continue on. Moving on down the line. Yep, that's it there. Alright, now we got some more panel pieces to put on. Those are always weird whenever you put in like a full circle and like it's not covering up anything necessarily. Like you see gaps. That'll be covered eventually, but like it just does look kind of funny. We're making it look, you know, making things like rocky, plants are sticking out, that sort of thing. That's what all this is just designed to be like layers of rock and different things. Yeah, gotta make sure the panels are down, or the plates are down. I think that's everything on that. All right. Oh, now we do. So we start here. That goes there. And this. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. We're going to be putting all these on. Goes the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two of those. There. 4. Yeah, we got this. Like I said, it'll be a little bit off the camera, but we got this. Brown. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Oh, now we actually use, wow, we're actually using block. Look at that. This goes here. That goes there. That goes there. Oh, look at these pieces. These are cool. All right, this is neat. We got these little ornamental 2x1s that have like the little pattern on them. Those are cool. That's neat. I like printed pieces. And like you buy something like this, you better be getting printed pieces. I know they don't do that with all the UCS sets like they should. But those are neat. They look really neat. Just a cool little pattern, and I'm sure there will be other ones that we have like on the other side and stuff. All right, let's fill this in. Empty space right there. Okay, cool. It goes all the way up there. Okay. Interesting. All right, so that random block here. just a kind of a random block that goes there. There's a lot to keep track of here, so I'm making sure I'm doing it correctly. Wow, did that. I did it! I did it! I'm gonna put these little white tiles on. I guess no one's allowed to sit on those. Or stand on them. No Lego figure because they're smooth now. And that goes there. Alright. That was it. Okay. Moving right along. We are almost done. Almost done for the night. That way? No, this way. Little rock pieces. Almost done. Almost done. Alright, little rocks over here. And there, a couple great pieces. I think we're pretty much done after I do these. That, and that. And that is it. That is it. Pause. 3 hours, 46 minutes we've done so far. Alright, so there we go. There's start. So there will be a whole nother section over here. That's how big that'll be. And then, so let's do the whole thing. Bookmark is the tapes. Let's move this out of the way. Maybe? I don't know. I don't want to, like, just keep building and building and building. This, whoops. Why'd you fall off? These do not stay in there very well. Whoops. Right. Shadowfax is falling. Everything's falling. Come on, Shadowfax, stay where you are. So this goes here. And this is going to fit in. I can already see where it's going to go, kind of. But, like... There we go. Like, right... Maybe I have it backwards? That doesn't make sense. That won't work. That's too big. Like, something like this. And then, like, it'll combine up here. Yeah, there we go. Right like this. So... that's how it's going to be. So, you know, like these are just very loose. The central, it's only held on by this. I mean, like, so they don't stay very well. But it is what it is. So. But that's it for tonight. Until next Tuesday, where we will continue this build. I gotta slide it in. That's right. It's the only way that fits. You have to slide it down. It just doesn't work any other way. So you gotta make sure these are... There we go. There we go. Gotta make sure those are... You gotta adjust them a little bit just so you can slide them down in there, and then it sits there. So Yeah, it looks good. So this is what will be the complete... I mean, it just doesn't all fit. So this will go there or there. Probably, like, right there. And then they'll connect up over here, and there's Technic pins here. And then this is the back, which is, you know, the throne room and everything. So I guess is this here is going to be... It looks like this is going to be this tower here. There's, like, a tall tower that's there. So, yeah. Wall is done. Got some Knights of Gondor, and there we go. So thanks for tuning in, as always. Again, Saturday, no stream, but next week we will continue this, and then hopefully the following Saturday we'll have cartoon stream. So next time, as always, keep on building, and we'll see ya.
Minas Tirith, City of Kings.